Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone Mercenaries Heroic Bounty Guide, I'm going to take a look at the Curator in Blackrock Mountain. There is currently no equipment associated with the Curator, so you can bring a full 6-piece to take on this boss. And as for the boss itself, it's a red boss, and it has 2 protectors, so 2 red adds alongside it. Curator is going to summon random dragons, beasts and murlocs. And if those random dragons, beasts and murlocs die while the Zubots, the adds, are still alive, the adds are going to deal random damage to your characters. If, on the other hand, there are no dragons, murlocs and beasts on the Curator's board, then Curator is going to deal some AoE. And while the Curator is alive, it will force your characters to target it, if possible. So I figured there would be 2 ways to handle this. Either you freeze the Curator, you try to prevent those random summons, or you somehow live through the random summons. But now that I have tested the random summons a few times, I have to say that, yeah, they're random and they can sometimes be really strong. So the only really consistent strategy that I can advise for this one is to freeze the Curator. And I have 2 excellent comps for you that can freeze the Curator at the start of the fight. First of all, surprisingly, there is Fire comp, Balinda with Lesser War Elemental, with Lesser War Elemental preventing the Curator from summoning reinforcements. Then I have Baron Geddon with Mark of Conflagration, Ragnaros with Blazing Rune, Gigi with Blazing Band, Antonidas with Cindercore Staff because all of the opponents are going to be protectors, and finally Cookie with Appetizers on the bench just giving some health. You probably will leave Antonidas out if in the future Curator will unlock some equipment. Alternatively, this can also be done with Frost. It can actually be done with Frost in 2 different ways. I'm running Varden with Potion of Ice, Lokholar with Frigid Winds, and Jaina with Ice Block Talisman. They can usually handle most of the climb, although in some fights in the climb I also might use Balinda. And Balinda with Lesser War Elemental is obviously one way to freeze the Curator, but you can also do this with Frost without having Balinda. Because the Curator has Taunt, and you can have Drek'Thar with Glacial Blade, which means that every time Drek'Thar attacks, Drek'Thar is going to freeze. Drek'Thar is faster than the Curator, faster than any ability of the Curator, so as long as Drek'Thar is alive, you can just keep freezing the Curator and boom boom, blast away. And finally on the bench I have Cookie with Appetizers just giving some extra health. And this is what these 2 comps look like in action. Alright, the Curator with Fire team. So Curator is summoning a Murloc, Beast and Dragon, and the Zubots, after a Beast, Dragon or Murloc dies, deal 20 damage to a random enemy. So, and also all enemies have to target this if possible. So we're going to freeze and smack into that Curator at the start and see how it goes from there. Boom, boom, okay. No worries, no worries. Gallery Protection. Give one of your Murlocs +8/+8. If you don't control one, deal 20 damage to all enemies. Repeat for beasts and dragons. Alright, so some damage is going to come in from there. That's totally fine. We just keep blasting. Because that's just how we roll here. Boom. Humanoids are prohibited. Yep, those humanoids. Taking a bit of damage. But overall it's fine. Because there's not exactly much left. Boom. Alright, Heroic Curator with the Frost team. Summoning Murlocs, Beasts and Dragons. This will deal damage if any of those die. This will deal damage if those are not present later on. But we have secret sauce here. Because we have brought Drek'Thar with Blood Frenzy and the ability to freeze things. So then I actually have to choose whether I want more Frost damage or whether I want to deal a bunch more damage with Icicle. I think Frost damage will be fine. Chap, chap, chap. Oh, the Curator is not going to be attacking because it's frozen. I should have positioned Drek'Thar on the side, actually, now I noticed that, but it won't make much of a difference anyway. So that's going to be 40, 20 plus 27. Maybe I need to move towards the Icicle now. Zap, zap, zap. Bit of hitting there. Bit of icicling there. lost the Drek'Thar, but losing Drek'Thar at this point means very little. So we can bring Lokholar in. Gonna showcase, but we can just flurry. We can just do these. Just nothing out of the ordinary. Just basic stuff, and pow, Curator's already dead. And those two bots are not looking too strong either. So boom, 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 and pow, and yep, they're all gone. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.